Hello. I have done a thing today. I've had some plants that have been in quarantine, new plants that are ready to be integrated into the group, and I also created my own potting mix with perlite and bark and gardening soil. I've had an issue with soil aeration. Yeah, my apartment's it can get quite humid, so anyways, it's pretty sick. I got my whole new collection set up, and my plants are looking awesome. They've been treated for shit. Like, everything's done. And I had been kind of neglecting my plants for a sec. Like, I hadn't been watering them just because I didn't know what the situation was with the soil not drying out and all of that. So I'm glad that they all got care today. As far as like treatments that I did for the plants, I diluted hydrogen peroxide and I used that to water most of the plants. This is just to get rid of any potential root rot that could happen, any fungus that might be in there. And then also I used the Korean equivalent of mosquito bits, and so I soaked that in water for a couple hours, and then I just poured it on the very top layer of soil to kill any fungus gnat larvae, because I've had an issue with fungus gnat larvae ever since I got back from my America vacation. So here we go. So when you walk in, this is what you see. This one in particular, it's killing me. This one's adorable. It's one of the new guys. But I'll show you one by one what my plants be looking like, and what my collection is, and where I keep them, and yeah. So when you turn to this side, this is the first one. This is, I believe, what's called Asiatic jasmine. It's one of the new ones, so I've only had it for a bit. It's really pretty because it's got these pink leaves. And apparently it just does really well. And these are the seedlings, said seedlings that are being sus. Perilla seems to be doing okay, honestly. Perilla's doing all right. Peppers are okay, it seems. They're fine. The lemon balm, this is the only one. The dill might have to go, I'm not sure. We'll see how that goes. Next to the seedlings, I have my strawberry plant, and it looks like this leaf right here is pushed up against the window. It's fucking not. It's just that happy. Like, this plant is so awesome. I love it, not just because it makes strawberries, but I love the way it looks. I've got a couple strawberries coming through right here. This one right here started to turn pink today, so it's awesome. And over here, I've got my English ivy. This is a new friend. I have had English ivy before, but I failed with it, and I really want to succeed with it because my mom had this growing up, and it's kind of nostalgic, so I want to succeed. Over here, pothos, baby, neon pothos. It could not be any better. This guy is just incredibly happy. If you see these yellow things, these aren't leaves, the yellow things, these are traps. You can kind of see what the potting mix that I made looks like. You can see the bark pieces and the perlite and all that. And this guy, I'm blanking on its name. I am. It starts with a D, but apparently these guys are supposed to be a little finicky, hard to take care of. So we'll see how that goes. He's new. He's not. He is. And over here, these are both not new. And I did not repot these into the new mixture because they are, they've been thriving. This guy has got new growth right here. You can see this really glossy leaf. It feels so nice. You can ignore like this. This is from a long time ago. When I started with him, he had like 3 leaves, these main 3. And all of this stuff has popped up in the middle since. So I'm really excited about that. My Chinese evergreen, which this one's kind of a mystery to me. It just does well and I hardly do anything to it. I don't know what's going on underneath those rocks in the soil. The lady put them there. But I, don't fix it if it's not broken. You walk into my room looks like this. And I guess we'll talk about this guy first. This guy I'm incredibly excited about because this is another one like the English ivy that I failed with a long time ago. It's the China doll plant. In Korea they call this happy tree, and It is super finicky apparently, but I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna win this time, and I'm gonna make sure he's happy. You know what? When I had it the other time too, he was happy for a really, really long time. He was doing the best out of all of my plants, and he got so big. And I didn't really change anything, but it was like all of a sudden, he started to die. I didn't see any pests. Yeah, there was no solution. He just ended up going. I don't know if he needed to be repotted or something, but I've never known a plant to just completely die because it needed to be, I don't know. It might have been the air con. Anyways, I've got him, and I'm thinking, look at how pretty these fucking leaves are. See, that's why I'm so excited about this guy. Just the most unique and beautiful glossy leaves, and if it gets the right amount of light, they get even glossier. Over here, we've got Pepelo, whatever. In English, it's called the Chinese money tree. And in Korean, it's Pepe something. He is one of the new guys, and looks like he's even got like a whole separate guy growing down there, which is awesome. I repotted him into the new soil, and he was in a nursery pot, and I put him into this pot that I painted a while back. Up here, I have got my 3 succulents, which I love so much. I've had these for a year now. And this guy has just grown so much. He started out just like right here. He's gotten so big. This one is also really pretty. I don't know how to get it to stop growing this way. Yeah, I would hope that it'd be growing towards the sun, but I don't know. This guy, I'm noticing right now that he's growing out a bit, which he hadn't been for a while. He was just kind of this like little flower guy. This is a really sad Venus flytrap. This is how it came. This is one of the new guys. I don't have a lot of hope, but I'm gonna give it, you know, the best shot that I can. I put my Ficus Audrey into the new mix as well. So Ficus Audrey's doing good. He's looking a little bit sparse. I wish he would grow some leaves, but he hasn't been for a while. He went through like a period of, I don't know what the fuck was going on with him, but he was really struggling. That period has since stopped, but you see like the new, like leaf buds, they got dark at the tips. Sorry, ignore that. There's a few that seem like they'll be okay. Like this guy, he just looks like a regular, you know, a regular one, but I don't think that there's gonna be a leaf to grow from this because they don't look like they could support it. This guy looks pretty normal, but I don't know why he's not growing. Maybe I should fertilize. We'll see. Over here, we got my peace lily. It is doing really well, super healthy, lots of new leaves coming in, which is great. What am I missing? Ah, the Hoya Crimson Queen. And I really don't like this pot, but I also kind of put it into a bigger pot, so I don't really have a choice. But Hoya Crimson Queen is doing well. Needed water for sure, so gave her that water. And yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. I think that's all of it. Anyways, I'm no plant expert. I really have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. I tend to look at YouTube videos and look stuff up online as I go. As you know, if a problem comes up, I look it up. So if you have any advice for me, if you noticed anything on the plants, feel free to leave some advice. I love plant advice. Most people know a lot more than me, and I like to learn about it. So, also, let me know how you think I can stimulate growth on some of these, especially my Ficus Audrey. I'm really, really bothered that he hasn't been growing, especially because last year during the growing season, every fucking day, new leaf. If you watched this, thank you. And yeah, goodbye.